How does Earth move? Earth moves in space in two major ways: rotation and revolution. Rotation is the spinning of Earth on its axis. Earth's axis is an imaginary line that passes through Earth's center and the north and south poles. This rotation of Earth causes day and night. Revolution is the movement of one object around another. One revolution of Earth around the Sun is 1 year. Earth's path or orbit around the Sun is an ellipse. People of many cultures have used the motions of Earth and the Moon to establish calendars. Throughout 1 year, or one revolution around the Sun, we have seasons. So, what causes seasons? Well, near the equator, sunlight hits Earth's surface from almost overhead. But near the poles, sunlight arrives at a steep angle. As a result of this, near the poles, sunlight is spread out over a greater area. That's why it is warmer near the equator than near the poles. So if Earth's axes were straight up and down relative to its orbit, temperatures in an area would remain fairly constant year-round. That being said, there would be no seasons. However, Earth's axis is tilted at an angle of 23 5/10 degrees, or 23.5 degrees from the vertical. So as Earth revolves around the Sun, the north end of its axis is tilted away from the Sun for part of the year and toward the Sun for part of the year. So a major concept that you need to know is that Earth has seasons because its axis is tilted as it revolves around the Sun. The Earth has seasons because its axis is tilted as it revolves around the Sun. As the Earth revolves, the Sun appears farthest north or south of the equator twice each year. Each of these days is called a solstice. In the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice occurs around June 21st. This is the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere, and it's the shortest day of the year in the southern hemisphere. Similarly, around December 21st, the winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year, occurs in the northern hemisphere, while the summer solstice occurs in the southern hemisphere. Now, halfway between the solstices, neither hemisphere is tilted towards the Sun. Each of these days is called an equinox. On an equinox, the noon sun is directly overhead at the equator, rises due east and sets due west.